On Sunday, Manchester City is hosting Aston Villa in the last match of this season. Looking back into the last time these two teams faced each other in the same stadium, we can pick the tracking data provided by Seal Corner and offered as part of the context engineering course offered by 12 to study each team's formation and individual players' position. We are going to derive positions in each frame of the match. By applying and imposing a graph representation on the outfield players of one team, we derive vertical and horizontal colors. The vertical colors from the dark blue to the dark red tell us whether the players are in the back line, defensive midfielder, attacking midfielder, or front line. The horizontal colors from dark brown to dark green reveal the horizontal alignment of the players, whether they are to the left central, right central, or right channel. For example, we can pick a player, number 24, the starting player for Aston Villa, and just visualize the colors that we infer for him over the match time. As you can see, the vertical colors are mainly gray, but also light blue color. So that tells us that this player was operating in the midfielder, defensive midfielder level when it comes to the vertical level. And in the horizontal level, we see mainly light brown color. That tells us that this player was in the left central channel. So left central midfielder and left defensive midfielder are probably the main positions that he was operating from. As the match progresses, you can see there is a gap in this timeline, and this is the moment that Aston Villa makes their first substitution. Before and after the substitution, you can argue that number 24 was still operating as the defensive midfielder to the left central channel. And then it comes to the second wave of substitutions for Aston Villa, where in the second gap, you see there is a dot. This is the moment that number 24 was taken out, and number 21 comes in as a replacement. It's clear that number 21 is operating in a different position. He's mainly light red and dark red color when it comes to the vertical level, and in the horizontal level, you can see light green. So light red and dark red means whether attacking midfielder or front line, and the light green means right central channel. So right attacking midfielder and right central forward are the positions that the number 21 was operating from. What if we stack the time series of all the players from Aston Villa in this match and then put into context the moments that the team scored the goals, there was a halftime break or the substitutions to understand how the formation of Aston Villa started in this match and how it evolved in response and reaction to different factors. So looking at the backline players, we can see number 2, number 4, and number 14 and 12 were the back four for Aston Villa. So starting the match with the back four. Number 2 was the right back, number 12 was the left back because of the colors we see in the horizontal level, dark brown for the left back and dark green for the right back. Number 4 was the right center back and 14 was the left center back. When it comes to the midfield, it's interesting to see that number 27 and number 41 were operating mainly as the wingers. So 27 was the right winger and 41 was the left winger because of the dark green color and dark brown color that you can see mainly in the horizontal levels. Aston Villa operated with two defensive midfielders, the double pivots, number 44 and number 24, where number 44 was playing to the right central channel and number 24 was to the left of him. So far, we can say it's a 4-2-2, where the two double pivots, and then there are two wingers playing up and front of them. And then it comes to the two strikers, number 8 and number 9, where number 8 was playing behind number 9. As you can see, he's also dropping to the light red color a lot of time compared to number 9, who was mainly operating in front of him. So 4-2-2-2 seems to be the formation that Aston Villa started the match. They conceded the first goal, and then they made the match 1-1. Looking to the first goal, you can see before conceding the goal, number 41 was dropping and playing really in the back line. And that's something interesting to observe. That is what has happened before conceding the first goal. So the match is 1-1 until the halftime. And you can see that after the halftime, Aston Villa doesn't make a substitution quickly. So the first round of the substitutions comes after, let's say, maybe more than 10 minutes, where they make two substitutions. And these substitutions are interesting because they are not changing any positions, but they are just bringing a new and fresh leg, where number 7 is replacing number 41, and number 7, McGinn, is just operating in the left winger position. And number 3, Desai, is operating as the right back and replacing the current right back that Aston Villa had, number 2. So it's still a 4-2-2-2. And then it comes to the second wave of substitutions for Aston Villa, where number 21 is replacing number 24. So they are taking out one of the double pivots and bringing a player, number 21, who is operating as the attacking midfielder or right center forward. And given that Aston Villa is still going to play in a 4-2-2, because of number 8, who was the attacking midfielder or the player, basically the shadow striker, he is dropping to fill in the empty space created for the double pivot. So that's why the formation still stays as a 4-2-2-2. And then it comes to the second substitution at this moment that they had, where they are just changing number 9 with number 11, so bringing a new striker to replace the current striker, and the new striker is playing mainly in the gray and light brown color, so left center forward can be a good summary of his position. And the last wave of substitutions is only one substitution, where number 17 is coming to replace number 27, so the right winger to replace the current right winger. What we can observe is that after this substitution, number 17 is playing and dropping more, so a right winger with dropping more because of the light gray color that you can see in the vertical level, and that's also the case for number 7, who is also dropping more. So you can argue that after this moment, Aston Villa is changing the formation from 4-2-2-2 to 4-4-2. And close to the end of the match, that's the moment that Manchester City scores their winning goal and wins this match 2-1. That was the end of the series we had for the Premier League matches, and I'm really excited to announce that we have a special plan for the World Cup, and just keep following the posts we will have on LinkedIn to know more about that. And thanks for your attention.